Hello, bonjour everybody. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching my video. Today we'll talk about Bagration German, Force on the Eastern Front, 1944, the book itself. Like a short video of what you're going to find inside that book. I won't go through each page, but the most important one. First, you got the German special rules for the infantry, your weapon, your Panzer, stormtrooper. Then they have the Operation Bagration, a bit of history of Second World War. Know your Panzer, where they talk about the Panzer IV, Panther, Stug, and Stug Howitzer, Tiger, Panzer 470, and the Azure. Know your infantry, so they talk about the Storm Grenadier Company, the Grenadier, Panzer Grenadier, the Armored Panzer Grenadier, Reconnaissance Company, and the Escort Infantry. Then the big two-page here is the Bagration German Forces, where you got an overview of each formation and the support unit you have with this book, inside that book. Then they talk about the Kampfgruppen, where they were deployed during the Second World War, and first, the Grenadier Company. So you got your headquarters, your infantry, mandatory, and then all the support. They had some more support, like the 7.5 tank hunter platoon, the Reconnaissance Grenadier Scout platoon, some AA, heavy machine gun, mortar, and some infantry artillery pieces. Then the Sturm Division. So there's always a bit of history of Second World War, and they show you the formation that go with it. The Storm Grenadier Company, so you have your headquarters, the two mandatory Grenadier platoon, and it's important to know, even for Panzer Grenadier I did not mention, is all those teams now of Panzer Grenadier, Storm Grenadier, come with Panzerfaust. So it's not +2 points to get Panzerfaust. Each of them is Panzerfaust, and you can see it is related with the point system. The Storm Grenadier Company HQ is 4 points because they have the Panzerfaust. The 7 MG42 team have 11 points because they have the Panzerfaust. A 5 MG2 team is 8 because they have the Panzerfaust. But you still have the opportunity to add 2 MG42 heavy machine gun or up to 2 Panzerschreck with your team. Then we have the Stug Assault Gun Battery. It comes with headquarters Stug Assault Gun, mandatory for 2. You can have a third one, and the Escort Platoon. For the German, the only time you can have Escort Platoon with your tank would be if you have a formation of Stug. If you decide to have formation of Panther, you cannot have Escort Platoon with it. Only the Stug, and it has to be the Stug Assault Gun Battery. So you have to have a formation of Stug to have the opportunity to have the Escort Platoon, as I understand with this book. The Escort Platoon consists of the STG-44 assault rifle for 10 team for 13 points. 7 team is 9 points. When you look at the assault rifle platoon and you look at the infantry, for example, Grenadier, it's 7.5 for 9 and 7 points. And this one is 10 and 7 points for 13 and 9 points. The Escort Platoon, you can put up to 3 teams on a Stug, but only if they are attacked, only one team can fire back on top of the vehicle, the other cannot fire. So they can return, one team can return fired if they are mounted. Then we have the Azure Tank Hunter Company, and only Azure and the headquarters and formation, platoon formation, are allowed in your formation. Then we have the Tiger Tank Company, where you have only Tiger, but also you can have to go with your Tiger some air defense with the rear Bellwind, the Mobile Wagen, the Oswind, and the SDKFZ-71 Quad AA platoon to support your Tiger. The next is the Panther tank company, and it is a bit more different, It's a bit different than the Tiger, because you have your headquarters Panther, a mandatory platoon of Panther, but your second mandatory can be between a Panther, Panzer IV, Panzer 470, Tiger, or Armored Panzer Grenadier platoon. And you also have a support and defense. The Panzer IV Tank Company is on the same principle. Headquarters Panzer IV, one mandatory platoon of Panzer IV, and the second mandatory platoon can be from Stug, Panther, Tiger, and Armored Panzer Grenadier. So there's no Panzer 470, it is replaced by the Stug. The next is the Panzer 470 Tank Company. It comes with the headquarters of Panzer 470, one mandatory platoon of Panzer 470, and the second mandatory, you have the choice between the Panzer 470, the Panther, the Tiger, and the Armored Panzer Grenadier. So they remove the Panzer IV, they remove the option of the Stug with him. And you have your 4 different anti-aircraft that can support. The Panzer 470 Tank Company HQ, for example, is 9 points for one, so each Panzer 470 is an average 9 points. And they start out range 40 inches, altitude 1, and strength 14, firepower 3, and they are forward firing. Front armor is 9, side 4, top 1, and they start out motivation 4, counterattack 5, last stand 3, skill 3, assault 4+, and hit on 4. And that's for all of them. Then you can have an armored Panzer Grenadier company, where you come with the headquarters, one armored Panzer Grenadier platoon as mandatory. Then you have the choice with the armored Panzer Grenadier, or a Panzer Grenadier, or a reconnaissance platoon. But on top of that, you can have to support a third armored Panzer Grenadier platoon, or you can have Panther, Panzer IV, Stug, or Panzer 470 with your formation of Panzer Grenadier Company, as well as you have all the support that you will find with the Panzer Grenadier, Armored Panzer Grenadier, and the other previous version. You have a Panzer Grenadier Company, so on foot, and the same principle. The first headquarters and the first mandatory platoon is Panzer Grenadier. The second mandatory platoon is Panzer Grenadier Platoon, Armored Panzer Grenadier Platoon, or Reconnaissance Platoon, and it can be supported too with Tank Panther, Panzer IV, Stug, or Panzer 470. And then you get your normal infantry support. You have the Reconnaissance Company with headquarters, infantry, Panzer Grenadier, Armored Panzer Grenadier. And that Reconnaissance don't have everything. They only have Puma, or the 234 with the 7.5. So the 234, 2 and 4, and then some support. And you have the stat of all your Reconnaissance Company vehicle, Army support unit, like the Marder, the Yak Panzer IV tank, the Elephant, the Hornets, all anti-tank. You got the Tank Hunter Platoon 88, the AV Platoon with 88, the Artillery West, Hummel, 10.5 centimeter artillery battery. You have the Nebel Warfare, that way everybody know, and the Panzer Warfare 42 battery, that's new with this book. And for example, the Nebel Warfare 3 or 6, the option for 9 or 18 point. This one is 2 or 4 for 8 or 16 point. So they cost a lot more than the regular Nebel Warfare, but that's more. They are 4 points. The Nebel Warfare is 3 points each. But the Panzer Warfare 42 battery, it's easy to move. And they have 42 MG with it. Then you have your observation post, Panzer III observation. half-track observation post. You get the Broom Bar Assault Tank Platoon. Then your different quad A platoon, light A platoon, and the 2 centimeter light A platoon. Your 2 kind of Stuka, and that complete for the formation and support. Then at the end of the book, you got how to paint your vehicle, your infantry, eastern front terrain, so explanation of the different terrain you can encounter and when you build. Then when we come to mission inside that book, they talk about city fighting, but they could have skipped those 2 pages. It would have made no difference because there's only 2 pages to talk about city fighting. Go get your mid-war, and you got 17 pages about city fighting. So really explaining in detail how to conduct city fighting. That's just a waste of paper. And then they talk about Second World War, Bagration fortified city battle. It's all Second World War. The German created a stronghold in every town, and they show you in principle how they do that. Now you have mission onslaught that actually exists with Bagration Soviet, and you get the fortification and obstacle system, the same as Bagration Soviet. Hammering in the line, swinging the sickle, reversal, terrain pack, and that complete inside that book. And then you got all the different advertisement of what you can purchase with Battlefront. So that complete Bagration German Force on the Eastern Front, 1944. If you play the game, you like to collect them, so you're probably gonna buy it. If you want to purchase it, so you have some mission that you can do, and it's not mentioned in any other book, you're gonna be disappointed. Flames of War did not have the capacity to create new mission. They prefer to save some money and just give you something you already know. And Bagration mission. So that's a bit disappointing. I have to say, I was expecting new mission to play, and they have nothing like that. Not too happy. Anyway, that completes Bagration German Force on the Eastern Front book. Thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.